anxious seconds as your last shot finished?
A little bit, but I'm like, if we hit what we could see of it, I knew it was going to dead stuff there and it shouldn't roll in for shot rock. So just a dramatic finish, as always.
I guess, how does it feel to get the rematch that you had asked for last night for the title?
Yeah, it definitely feels good. We definitely have to come out a little sharper in the final. So I know Rachel's team's going to be playing really well, and I know we can too. So we're saving our best game for last.
How big was that early steal, given the final result?
It clearly helps, yeah. Exchanges of deuces there, and just innate. If mine curls up a hair more, it was tough to get to, but we're just happy to score there.
I guess when you play a team like Rachel's, and especially the way she was on last night, like what's the margin of error against that team?
Not much. We definitely have to have really good rock placement and control the front and not leave them any type of shots from multiple points.
Yeah, and I guess what can you say about, Christina Black's team? We saw her in the Final Four a couple of years ago, but it feels like that team took a real step forward here. Are you expecting to play maybe more against her potentially on the Grand Slam circuit maybe now?
Yeah, for sure. They're a great team. We've seen them at the Slams this year a couple times, and it looks like they've put in the work and are really coming along.
You're 6-0 lifetime against Christina Black. Were you comfortable entering that match?
I actually didn't know the stats on that. I was pretty confident if we could put some pressure on them early that we'd get a few mistakes. We gave them a couple deuces and we just kind of exchanged back and forth. And but we controlled the most of the game.
It looked like you weren't shy to mix it up at the freeze game as well early, relying heavily on your front end, a lot of shot execution there. I know it's a solid team, but what can you say to that?
Yeah, we definitely want to learn the ice and figure it out. We just don't want to rip them up and down the sheet. We want to figure it out for that final game. So I think we have a really good sense of what the ice is doing, and we can take that going forward.
Were you confident at the end when the measuring stick came out?
Yeah. I looked up at the Jumbotron and I was like, I knew it was us.
What's going through your mind when you're in the
That's
hat?
a good feeling.
During that shot?
Yeah.
Just throw it close. Just nail the weight and just throw it to my sweepers. We had to curl it a little bit, but it was good shot. The sweeper stepped it great.
Great.
Yeah, it was, we got off to a good start getting that deuce. And then, I think the steal really helped in three there, and we just kind of kept the lead, but we knew we had to stay tough because they're a really good team, and we knew it'd be close in the end. And I thought it was a really good game, down to a measure. Can't ask for any more excitement.
Your performance level seems to be going up and up and up every single game. Does it feel that way on the ice?
Oh, thank you. I feel really solid out there. Had a couple oopsies, but then came back with a good one. But I think, and that's, Kerri reading the ice well and the brushers making it for me too. But I feel confident out there.
And Val, did you know at the end that you guys were closer?
It was a little closer than I wanted to. I knew we could get a little unlucky if we ended up in between and it spilled back in. I was kind of regretting not calling straight sooner so that we hit it a little thinner, and then I don't think it's ever that close. But fortunately, it was us.
You made it very exciting.
We did. Yeah, we tend to just love curling and play the max amount of ends that we can. So seems to be the theme this week and in general.
How hard do you feel you made Einarson work for that?
We didn't quit the whole game. We had a slow start and we grinded it out, and we just kept grinding. We just kept taking our twos when we had the chance. And I was like, guys, just keep it close, get it tied into the 10th, and hopefully make her throw her last shot, and we did. So.
And based on sort of what you said earlier this week, how did you feel as Kerri's last shot was coming down the ice?
Oh, I was just like, it was a great game, and whatever happens, and then she let it go, and I thought, okay, we got a chance, this has to curl. And if it had curled a little more, we win, because she would have still rolled out and ours would have rolled in a little further. So, but that's the way it is, you know. You can't win every game, and you can play a good game and lose, and I'm just really proud of us.
Christina, it felt like there were a lot of missed opportunities, maybe a lot of doubles you were going for. Didn't quite get it in the early going, and maybe some lost opportunities there.
Yeah, started the game, my first 4 shots were peeled doubles, and it's not really like how I'd like to start a game. I'd rather throw some draws and get into the game. That's kind of my forte, and we just weren't able to connect on them. We were just getting comfortable with the ice, figuring out the paths in the first 2 ends. We just struggled with figuring out the paths on the ice, and then once we got it down, we were okay. But that steal in the second, you know, that was like kind of the difference maker on the scoreboard. So it's too bad.
Given all the goals this team has, you talked about them the other day, getting back, getting a pre-qualified berth for the Hearts, getting a trials berth. What has this experience in Thunder Bay done for this team as you reach for those goals?
Well, we put this team together with some goals, and those, you know, getting to the Olympic trials, being a home team at the trials, and every single event we played in this year, we've met or exceeded our goals for the event, which is unreal. You know, we don't play 12 events. You get to count 8 for points. We pretty much only play 8, so we knew every event we play in, we have to do as good as we possibly can and get our maximum amount of points, and we've done that. So it's amazing. We achieved all of our goals this year, and we're gonna be back at the Scotties. I already know that I don't have to play provincials, which is the scariest event of the year, and I hope all the Nova Scotia curlers at home are like really excited for us, so that they don't have to face us. And we know we're in the trials. I already told my family, get your tickets, and they already started buying them up. So the Metro Center or the Scotiabank Center, that's gonna be rocking. It's gonna be awesome.
Given the games that you played against very top teams, how ready is your team for those opportunities that you've earned?
Yeah, every time you get to play them, every time you get to play a Kerri Einarson or a Rachel Homan, you learn a little bit more on just where you need to find those little edges to get a little bit better. And I think, you know, we've had some really great games against them this year and this week, and so next year we'll be more ready. We'll be even better.
How did you approach this game, given the shock that the team had yesterday?
Just try to stay like mindful and present in myself, and just know I get to go curling, and how fun is that? I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and sorry, I can't even think about it, so I haven't been able to think about it so that I wouldn't just break down and not be able to play. And but I'm so proud of us for pulling through, and we're just all, our hearts are just with Jen and her family. I'll probably watch the first bit at the hotel, you know, and then we'll be here, but I'll definitely be watching. It's gonna be exciting, and you know, whoever wins, we're gonna have an amazing representative for Canada, and like, gosh, someone's gonna be a 5-time champ, gonna tie Colleen, or well, close to it. Yeah, Canada curling, like, we're gonna have a great team going to Worlds, so.
2 U18 teams just won the Nova Scotia.
Yay!
What's so good about curling in the province right now?
We have an incredible high-performance junior program. They are developing amazing curlers and teams there. So impressive. I get to help out a bit with it and get to see them firsthand, and they get to be around us too and see what we do, and it's unreal, some of the young curlers we have and just the work they put in. They have great coaching, great technical coaching, great leadership from Nova Scotia Curling to just give them the support they need in order to be able to go to these national championships and perform. I mean, man, we're like, our Halifax Curling Club, that's our 3rd Canadian Championship banner so far this year, because we got a mixed one earlier a couple months ago, and yeah, they're running out of room for them, so it's pretty impressive.